sports. It's in the game.
We attacking, better stand back and watch a run. Shotgun come with the options. In big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring and a watch. Strong in when he come in a slot. Tryna bend the corner, your limbs getting. That's your partner, then your twin getting. All you want. Fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry pushing through the contact. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously, for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Escaping the pressure right. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think,
Odell Beckham Jr. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. Well, normally the first thing most fans think of with Odell Beckham are the one-handed catches, right? But he's also pretty darn good, Charles, with the ball already in his hands.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 22, Cousins to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out right at the 35.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. To throw on second and 10. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. Edmonds. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Chase Edmonds hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Off play action, Tannehill. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. Henry. Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
A second down throw for Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd down and goal. Cousins. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Tannehill on 1st down. And caught by Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A first down carry for Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's Cousins. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Play fake. Cousins. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go play action. Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st down, Henry. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd down, Edmonds. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Bro, that's so lucky. Holy shit.
And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 13 yards remaining on second down. Tannehill now to throw. It's caught by OBJ. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On third down, Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Cousins. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
But that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Tannehill to throw. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he will have a 1st down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with 17 seconds to play.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now it's Tannehill. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon Davis drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now Hill to return it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. What can Cousins do in the OT? They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Off the play fake, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start with a give to Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Going to get this to Cohen. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Tannehill steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. 65 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Second and 10. Here's Tannehill. Swings this out here for Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign him.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Tennessee, they get a rare victory to move to 4-12 with 1 game remaining.